This morning on DC News Now, we're just tracking mainly cloudy skies out there for this Monday morning commute and a chance for a few of those areas of some patchy drizzle associated with this low that's just meandering up the coast of the Carolinas. When does this finally move out? All of those details coming up.
Also coming up this morning, a violent weekend in the district where neighbors are waking up after tragedy and who police are now searching for.
And new COVID-19 symptoms, what the latest research says is making an impact on how you feel when you get sick.
Plus, Boris backs out. Why the former prime minister says he will not try to step in when Truss steps down.
All right, good Monday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. 6 o'clock now on this Monday. Let's go right to meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on our forecast. It's a little bit drizzly out this morning. Is this going to last all day?
It's not going to last all day, but we'll likely see those clouds still lingering through much of the day. Very similar to what we saw for our Sunday, where we saw all that cloud cover, and it's all associated with the same low that was with us yesterday. This low is just meandering off the coast of the Carolinas, throwing us a cloud, throwing us a chance for a few of those spotty sprinkles as well. So zooming in on the radar, really tough to see any of the light sprinkles, but we're certainly noticing a few of those around the DC metro area. Certainly noticing the shower activity just off towards the north of Baltimore, but we're also seeing some areas of reduced visibility because of some fog. We're down to 7 miles in Hagerstown, but notice back over towards westernmost parts of Maryland, we're starting off with less than a mile of visibility there. So something to keep in mind as you're stepping out the door. Temperatures right now into the 50s for many, aside from back out towards Kaiser and Cumberland, just dropped down to the upper 40s there. We're low to mid 50s along the I-81 corridor, upper 50s to get closer towards DC as well as Fredericksburg. A difference of at least 10, even closer to 20 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. A noticeable difference, especially for the westernmost parts of our viewing area. So again, this morning it's a little bit warmer, but we're also seeing some areas of patchy drizzle. But later on this afternoon, by about 2 p.m., we should be seeing drier conditions. However, the clouds still quite thick for much of the area, especially for the eastern half of our region. As we get towards later on tonight, count with that chance for a few of those spotty showers to pop up. Then those subside, and as we wake up tomorrow morning, we should be seeing mainly dry conditions, but then a chance for a few of those spotty showers to pop up yet again as we get towards your Tuesday afternoon and into the early evening hours. And then we'll finally eventually start to notice some more sunshine towards the latter half of the week, but by Wednesday should be our transition day when a cold front swings through. More details on that coming up. But Shanika's here with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking out there right now?
Well, on this early Monday morning, expect many delays. We're starting out on that outer loop stretch right near Georgia Avenue, Maryland 97. We had a crash or a medical emergency rather to the right. That should be gone, but you are still seeing heavy delays. Now, speaking of heavy, you're looking at BW Parkway heading southbound right near 202. So past this point at 50, you're going to find a crash. So that's why you're inching along very slowly and it's not looking good. BW northbound, if you're heading to BWI Airport, you're looking good. That's the only thing good about this long stretch here. Look at all those delays. So again, past Landover Road, you're going to see some issues. Now 50 is really slow too. So you're going to be riding on your brakes in this area. Now, not too far, we have a crash off of a major road. This is off of Ager Road and 410, but it's not causing any issues at this time, guys.
Thank you, Shanika. Breaking now, DC Fire and EMS are investigating how a car ran into an apartment building in Northeast. This all happened on Claremont Drive right near North Capitol Street. The accident did cause a small fire, but that was quickly put out. No one was injured, but that building had to be evacuated to check for structural damage. In another violent weekend in the district, police say one person is dead, 2 others are in the hospital after 2 shootings within 6 hours on Sunday.
And Alex Wars is breaking down what police know this morning, starting with the deadly shooting. She joins us live in Navy Yard near Nats Park, where that shooting happened. And Lex, where does the investigation stand right now?
Well, you can see behind me police on the scene here, and it's been nearly 17 hours since that shooting happened. Police say they are looking for a dark-colored SUV that was seen speeding away from the scene, and they say that they have video of that suspect vehicle. Now, the shooting happened around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. People were out enjoying their Sunday, having brunch, watching football. A man who was sitting inside of his car was shot multiple times and died here at the scene. Police say that this was a targeted attack. People who were in the area at the time say that they heard 10 or 15 rounds go off, and it led to a chaotic scene for those who were close by.
Multiple shots ran out within a minute, and we jumped the barricade, started sprinting down the street. Everybody hit the deck. They were all running. No one knew what was going on.
Now again, police are looking for a dark colored SUV that sped away from the scene here in Navy Yard. They did say they had video. We do have a request in with them to get our hands on that video and show it to you all both here and online, of course, as we get that information. And now on top of that, there was another shooting up in Congress Heights yesterday afternoon. This happened just before 7 o'clock. 2 people were shot and taken to a local hospital. Now they are expected to be okay, and police have not released any suspect information when it comes to that shooting. Live in Navy Yard, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:05. Developing this morning, officials say one person is in jail after a 7-hour standoff at the Fort Belvoir Army base in Fairfax County. Now, according to the FBI, it all started Sunday morning. The base is home to Army Command Headquarters and 9 Department of Defense agencies. Right now, it is not known if the person arrested will face charges. In our schools this morning, health officials in Stafford County, Virginia, are trying to figure out what is making students sick at one high school. More than 1,000 students missed class at Stafford High on Friday, many of them reporting flu-like and stomach symptoms. DC News Now spoke with one mom who says her kids got sick too.
They both have had COVID before, but the flu was 100 times worse for them. They have had sore throats, headaches, body aches, high fevers.
The school canceled athletics and activities over the weekend. Now, DC News Now reached out to Stafford County schools about potential changes to activities this week. So far, we have not heard back.
Your time right now is coming up on 6:07 this morning. New research is pointing to different symptoms of COVID-19 based on vaccination status. A new study from ZOE Health found outside of the usual symptoms like a sore throat, runny nose, cough, and a headache, different symptoms can depend on your vaccination status. The study found that for those who were vaccinated, a blocked nose was another common symptom. Sneezing was one of the most frequently reported symptoms in the partially vaccinated, while fever was prevalent in those who are not vaccinated. Researchers also found that symptoms of the Omicron variant were milder than the Delta variant in their study. And President Biden is expected to roll up his sleeves for an updated COVID booster shot on Tuesday. He's hoping to encourage Americans to get their latest booster shots as well. Health officials rolled out the most updated vaccinations last month to defend against the latest Omicron subvariants. As of October 12th, only about 7% of eligible Americans have gotten their new booster.
Your time right now is 6:07. New this morning, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson will not run for his old position after the resignation of Liz Truss last week. 3 months ago, Johnson was ousted from his prime minister job. His withdrawal leaves former Treasury Chief Rishi Sunak a front-runner in the race. Sunak would be tasked with reversing the economic turmoil in the UK that spiraled out of control during the nearly 45 days Truss was in office. And Vice Chair of the January 6th Committee, Liz Cheney, is claiming she will not allow former President Donald Trump to turn a live TV appearance into a circus. The former president has told associates that he would consider complying with the committee's subpoena if he is granted a live testimony.
My view from the beginning has been, we have to, as a party, reject insurrection. We have to reject what he stands for. I don't think this is an issue about which you can make a political calculation. I think it matters too much.
And the committee is demanding Donald Trump testify under oath next month and turn over all records relevant to the investigation.
And happening today, jury selection will begin in the long-awaited trial against the Trump Organization. That trial begins 3 years after the Manhattan District Attorney began investigating Trump's businesses for alleged tax fraud. According to the New York Times, if found guilty, the Trump Organization faces a maximum fine of $1.7 million. Now, that trial could last at least a month. Also on the former president's radar today, Washington Post reporter Bob Woodward is expected to release 20 full, unedited interviews that he recorded with Trump from 2016 to 2020. Woodward was the reporter who broke the Watergate scandal back in the 70s. He wrote in the Post yesterday that he has never released full interviews with anyone. However, he said he believes the former president is, quote, dangerous and a threat to democracy, prompting him to release these interviews. An audiobook with all 20 interviews will be available on Amazon starting tomorrow. The former president so far has not commented on their release. Meantime, at a Texas rally on Saturday, Donald Trump said he would probably have to run for president again in 2024. The former president says that he ran twice and won twice. Later in the weekend, Trump attacked Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over his endorsement of a Colorado Senate candidate, calling it, quote, a big mistake. Now, Governor DeSantis is considered a frontrunner for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination and could stand in Trump's way in a bid back to the White House. And new this morning, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is hitting the campaign trail. He will be in Wisconsin on Wednesday for 2 events for the governor, Tim Michels. Now, Youngkin also campaigned for Michigan's Republican candidate for governor.